Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Nicholas Roberts. I'm in my little cubby. My little corner of the internet. My little,
my spot.
Well, today, guess what? Sketchbook tour. Yeah, baby. Well, I've got a lower voice right now because my kids are asleep and I don't want to wake them up, especially my 1-year-old. He's crazy. But yeah, we're doing a little... Well, there's a little painting up there that I'm working on. I'll show you later. So yeah, I finished another sketchbook. In my last video, I did the last page. So it's done. I finally got another finished sketchbook. 2025. Oh yeah. Let's get it.
Fat dad, I'm a fat dad. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, my back. Ow.
Hey, I got back pain. Take good care of yourself, okay? Please take good care of yourself. Yeah, here it is. The finished sketchbook. And I started it
back in 2013. I started the sketchbook back in 2013, and now I'm finishing it in 2025. Unbelievable. That was 12 years ago. I'm kind of old. Can you guess how old I am? I'm 73 years old.
But anyways, yeah, it's a Moleskine. It's one of their album watercolor sketchbooks that I got 12 years ago, and it's finally finished. I kind of want this year to be like the year that I finish all these sketchbooks that I started and I never finished, because I want to show it off on YouTube. That's the goal. I want to show you guys my sketchbooks because y'all seem to like them. Because my other videos haven't seemed to do that well. I don't know what you want. What do you want from me? I'll tell you what I want from you. I want you to subscribe, like, share. Care about me, man. Please. Please care about me. It's a watercolor sketchbook, so there's a lot of watercolor in here. Radical. Awesome. All right, well, here we go. Here's my 2013 to 2025 watercolor sketchbook. Yeah, don't try and email or text or go to that website. It's defunct. It no longer exists, but Nicholas Roberts Art does. So go there. You can buy prints, original art. Check out my website. All right. So I'll preface this first page with basically I drew this last. This is not an old drawing. This is a very recent drawing. Yeah, along with this one. Usually sometimes I leave the front page blank so I can make it good. And I don't know. Something happened there. That must have been when I splattered the ink. Oh well, it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, I'll sometimes save the first page for last so I have something nice on the first page. And I'm kind of glad I did that because some of this work is really old, and yeah, I've moved on from it. It's not the current look that I'm doing. So yeah, this one's from 2025 as well. More of these ethereal enigma tech that I call ETs, E-E-T. They're like these organic organisms. That doesn't make any sense. They're these organic tech that can turn into like all sorts of things, like machinery, vehicles, armor, whatever you want, and it's like in a different realm, another dimension, so to speak. Okay, now this is a lot older, but I did the sketch originally the longest ago, and then over time I slowly added more watercolors to this piece. But yeah, I used to have a lot of fun with doing these kind of wild creatures with dark eyes and light dots inside, which I guess I still kind of do in a different way. But yeah, I liked how this drawing turned out. It's a good starter. Some of the other stuff in here is kind of wonky, but oh well. Yeah, just some sketches of faces and some watercolor. You know, this is where I was getting comfortable with watercolor, playing around. I think I mentioned in the other video I was using those Sakura watercolor pan sets, and after I made my last video, I bought a new set from a different brand, and I no longer like the Sakura brand anymore. The colors are very diluted, very muted, and the ones I just bought are very rich. Yeah, that guy's like a little mutant. It's funny that I wrote all done. That was something that my kids said when they were really little. It's like they would finish their food, they'd be like, all done, all done. They'd start screaming, all done. Cool, like guy turning to goo. And with a lot of my sketchbooks, I sometimes go back and add stuff. So if something seems a lot different than another thing, you know, it's because years later, I came back to that page and added some more drawings. I like this hand a lot. I think that's fun. Visual interpretation of what God could look like. Glowing eyes and pouring out love. Yeah, this page is a hot mess. I was trying out some typography and signatures, and there's Link and the Joker for some reason on the same page. I'm not really sure why. Yeah, I've always enjoyed kind of layering stuff, so there's other faces and heads going on behind other drawings that I've done in my sketchbook. I think that was supposed to be like a angel cherubim, the type of angel that has like the human head, the lion, or is it a lion? I think a lion, human, eagle, or hawk and bear or something like that. That's what that was supposed to be. That dude's kind of got like a Frankenstein type head. More rough typography. Hand-drawn typography has always been something that's been a little bit of a struggle bus for me. Yeah, I was trying to come up with a t-shirt brand called Kindler. But that's for another time, or maybe I'll never share about it because it's not that important. Yeah, another page that I'm not that happy with, and there's not really that much redeeming on this page. That guy's kind of interesting. Yeah, some random stylized faces with a kind of a monochromatic color layout. I think that face is kind of fun. Well, not a little. It's a lot more stylized. And I do a lot of stylized types of drawing, and honestly, I do way too much of everything. I wrote in. This was like a little short comic I made within my watercolor sketchbook because I got these like markers. I'm like, hey, I can use these markers on my watercolor sketchbook, and even though I bled through to the other side, there's these ninjas coming in to attack this samurai with a mask. This martial arts expert. I knew you'd come. He does like a quick flip. There's several panels here where he shoots out this dart with a rope on it, and it's also got, he pulls the rope after it sticks into the ninja's back, and then boom, his back explodes, and you reveal that it's a ninja robot. And then the other ninja comes in to swipe at him, which I now acknowledge it kind of looks like Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe, if you're familiar with that. Cuts off his ponytail, does a backflip around the sword. Cool. little bit of narrative design. Then he grabs the robot ninja's head and pops it off with his thighs. That's some strong thighs, boy. And then it just goes into Wolverine. I don't know what I was thinking. Wolverine! And that's a funny looking Wolverine with a huge Adam's apple. And this guy with the teeth. This kind of reminds me of the Titans in Attack on Titan with their big, huge mouths. That's funny. Some other fun profile. I love drawing profiles of heads. It's like such an interesting shape. Little blue alien dude. Kind of looks like Dr. Manhattan. You know, I don't think I've ever watched that movie all the way through, The Watchmen. Alright, there's a Joker I inked. I think I did that one with Croquill. And I didn't do any of the coloring on the face, but I was liking some of the coloring I was doing on his like skin and around the eyes. I think that looked pretty cool. Wolverine's okay, and the Batman's okay. That was I was working on a design for like John the Baptist who ate locusts and honey, so it was like that's a really bad honey beehive. It doesn't really look like a beehive, but I didn't have the reference at the time. But he was licking the honey off of his lips, and I didn't get around to adding the locusts. It's kind of cool. I'll move it for you so you can see it better. It's like this severed hand with like a triangle in kind of like a religious pose, and the triangle is like representative of the Trinity. The Holy Trinity. Some weird alien dude. This was before I started doing my watchers, but I still did weird stuff. There's like teeth. I think it was like teeth of his. I don't remember doing the teeth. That's kind of funny. I kind of like that. Oh yeah, this is cool. It's really detailed. Lots of colors, some stars in the arches. Very Mobius and Killian Ing inspired. Yeah, I think that's a really cool page. I like how that one turned out. I didn't totally finish this one, but it has a lot of cool details in it. I started with the ink, and then I colored it with watercolor. But here I was exploring lots of different shapes and details. Some kind of ornate design with like these different heads, each in a circle. I don't know. It's very sci-fi, very geometric, very Art Deco, I would say. But yeah, it was fun to do. I was happy with how that turned out. Little watercolor illustration of what the Ark of the Covenant would look like, or could look like. You know, the priests laying flat so they don't get smited. Yeah, not a very good. Not my best work of painting, but it was a cool illustration of the burning bush from Exodus in the Bible. Yeah, the sketchbook is very religious, isn't it? There's Isaac bound and Abraham binding Isaac, which I've heard of that game called The Binding of Isaac, and I don't understand why. Is that supposed to be Abraham's son Isaac? I don't know. Leave a comment if you know. I don't know. And then there's the ram. I think it's a ram or something like that they sacrifice instead of Isaac in the end. a religious man. I don't know who it is, but some religious dude. Another religious dude, very stylized, kind of corny looking. The hand of God. And fire and brimstone and yeah, fun. A little bit of a logo design I was working on called Loveworks. Because I do graphic design too. I gotta pay the bills with graphic design. That's what I've done for most of my career, is doing all sorts of print, digital, logos, brochures, illustrations, all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, watercolor faces, playing around with color in this one. I covered up this face because I hate the way it turned out. Sometimes that happens where you're just like really embarrassed by some of your drawings and you're like, I've ruined this sketchbook because I drew this picture. But I really like this page. I liked the kind of psychedelic, trippy eye beams coming out and all this weird vine blob stuff, and then this, I think you can see the face. There's like a nose here, 2 eyes, and then just all this ornate look. At the time I was also doing these like halftone patterns by hand, which I think looks pretty cool. Here's my attempt at doing a piece for Inktober. I've never completed Inktober, but this was one of the prompts. I don't remember what, I think it was Ring or something like that. And I thought it'd be cool to kind of slice it up like a sandwich. And it's like it's kind of translucent. You can see things floating inside the finger. Yeah, I don't know what the meaning is. I just thought it was kind of cool design. Little flying ninja dude jumping into the jungle. More blobs. I love drawing blobs, but this kind of looks like it's underwater, and it is underwater. There's bubbles. Some of this looks, I was trying to go for like coral and other stuff you'd see in like this, was it seabed? Coral reef. That's what I'm looking for. Hello, I'm from Florida. I should know what that is. It's Jesus. I like how I didn't draw this eye in profile. Like, the eye is more like a triangle going out with like a rounded shape, and for some reason I drew it like it's on the side of the head, like you're looking straight onto the eye. Kind of funny. This page is cool. It's very Akira or whatever, however you pronounce it. It's very influenced by that. I kind of went in and colored some more of this right before I finished the sketchbook, just because I wanted a little more color done. But there's like a face here, an eye, another face. If you look here, there's another face here, some lips and a nose, some weird like chomper mouth. I like that page. This one, I don't know why, but I was like, hey, I'll draw some like cashews flying kind of motion. And I don't know why I drew cashews. It's because it's a very uninteresting thing to draw. And then I did some stylized faces. He's kind of creepy looking, that guy there. Unfinished page, but I don't think I'll ever finish it. It's like triangle or pyramid flowers or umbrella flowers, and the idea got out there. Moving on, an eye looking at the cross. Cool, dude. That's it. I don't know what else to say. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a face here. There's like 2 eyes, a nose. It's a guy just... he's being. Another earth type guy. I like the mushrooms on his backpack and some of the branches coming off of his persons. More blobs. I love blobs. Can't get enough of them. I'm blob obsessed. Oh, this is cool. I like this face. I drew this one from my imagination with all watercolor. I might have used watercolor pencils. I don't really remember, but yeah, I liked how fleshy this looked. It looks very like I know it's not real, but I don't know. The flesh has some oomph to it. And then I tried to attempt something again, and this one didn't turn out so good. I don't like this one very much. But it's okay. I think they're both watercolor, and I just went really thick with the watercolor. Did like this swoopy and swirly key lime pie, because we have really good key lime pie here in Florida. You should come visit us sometime and have some. Okay, so I think this is the start of around the time I started making the other watchers. This is just me experimenting, kind of a cool semi-symmetrical dude. Another guy that's colorful, kind of just playing with color and forms, and he's got kind of this weird blocky back for some reason, but I don't know, I liked how this one turned out. The arms and the
bone structure. Look at the bones.
Just another colorful face and a mix of watercolor and colored pencil, just experimenting. Oh, and here's a date, so we can kind of see when I started doing these. This is like a self-portrait. This was in gouache. This was done 2020. Another one in gouache. I really like this one. The colors and kind of how distorted the face is. And the color. I really like that one. But yeah, those are both self-portraits of me with short hair. And brooding. Here's a painting of my daughter, my second oldest. And she was a baby. She's so cute. And this one's in gouache as well. And yeah, this was my oldest daughter. And this one didn't turn out so good. It's like one of those ones where, like, the longer I stare at it, the more I'm like, ugh, that doesn't look very good. But when you first glance at it, you're like, oh wow, cool. I don't know what that is. I think it's like the dramatic lighting that draws you in, but then you're like, oh, okay. She's way cuter than this. I don't know why it turned out this way and why I stopped working on it. Yeah, towards this point in the sketchbook, I started to do vertical paintings instead of horizontal. This I think I did this I think this was gouache as well. Just studying, doing a torso study, and then a hand study in pencil with graphite. That's better. Yeah, the light's kind of reflecting on the graphite, so it's hard to see, but not too shabby. It's good to practice realism, even if you do more abstract work. It'll help you out tremendously if you learn how to do realism, to look at things and learn how light and shadow works. There's another one of my firstborn. She's a lot cuter than this one. Still not my favorite. And then I attempted doing my wife, and this one did not turn out good either. I feel bad about this one, but I've done plenty of good ones of her that I don't feel that bad. But sometimes you just give up. You're like, yeah, I failed. Oh well. I'll start with this one. This is just a face from imagination. Kind of did a ton of layers. An old woman. I think I used water-soluble graphite pencils for this one. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but the dimensionality of it's kind of cool. I can't remember if this one is acrylic or gouache, but I think it was a good study. I learned some stuff from it. Some more watcher things, symmetrical. This one is a lot more like my watchers that I've been doing for the last few years. I like this one. I want to say this one's acrylic paint instead of watercolor. I'm pretty sure it is, but not that important. It's when you water down acrylic, it can behave a lot like watercolor. You just can't reactivate it. Here's a character from a sci-fi story that I have been working on for a long time and will probably never finish. It's it's kind of cool armor and a funny hat. I like doing funny hats. Here's another one of my wife. Still not great. I like it more than the other one, but I'm sorry, honey. Some dude with some cool bounce light. It's just experimenting. A face with 3 noses, chins, 3 eyes. Actually, it probably has 4 eyes. You just can't see one of them. Some blob painting. And I think we're getting close to the end. Okay, yeah, these are... So these I started... I mean, these are probably in the same year. Like this one. And through these. But I like these ones. I've been doing a lot of stuff like this lately where I'll lay out watercolor. And I did a video about it. I'll lay out watercolor and I'll ink it, kind of just play around with watercolor and then figure out the shapes and blobs and ETs is what I call them, the EETs. And it's a fun exercise to just be quick with the watercolor brush and bright colors and then make some funny, weird thing that looks like it's like eggs or something like that. Some animal or creature's eggs, or like those kind of look like tadpole eggs. Yes, and some more. These ones excite me a lot, as you can tell by the way I'm talking about them. And they're obviously inspired by Mobius and some of the work that he did. I really like how that one turned out. I like a lot of them. I could do these all day. They're a lot of fun. I like doing the bright colors. And you know what? These probably won't be as fluorescent as I'm seeing them, because I don't know if this camera handles fluorescent colors very well. But then this is the final page that I did in my sketchbook that I posted my last video about. So if you haven't seen that one, check it out. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of start with, here you can kind of see, I start with the head and his mind's getting blown and all this, all these gut-shaped things from his brain. And then it comes out the other side, and bam, triangle, trinity, blah, bam. Thought that was a cool way to end the book. And then Finn. So yeah, that's my finished sketchbook. Hope you enjoyed it.
Hey, thanks for watching.
All right. Well, that concludes my watercolor sketchbook tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment if you like this video. Leave a comment if you want to say your art is trash. I hate your art. Let me fix my hair. Tell me if you hate it. Tell me if you like it. Tell me what you like about it. Or just say, hey, and I'll say, hey, what's up? What you doing? You lonely? Yeah. Hope you have a great day. Other good news is I have another sketchbook that's almost done. I am on a roll. We are getting the sketchbooks done in 2025. I almost want to do like a sketchbook challenge to see if I can finish one in a month. And not just like mamby-pamby lame-o drawing in a sketchbook where it's just like one image or something. I'm talking just like this one. I just fill the crap out of a sketchbook in a month. I don't know if I can do it. I've never done it in my life. Would you watch that? Leave a comment if you would watch that, because I could try and torture myself that way, and I'll do it for the views and the likes and the followers. I'll be there's already a Mr. Beast of the art world. I'll be the Mr. Yeast of the art world. And that's in alphabetical order, so there's a lot of other people before Mr. Yeast. That's it. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.